Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Carr going to throw right away. Downfield, and he's got Olave. That one good for 37 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, 38 yards. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Lawrence will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars' 1st down as he's up to the 44-yard line. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, ETN once more. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence rolling to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Jags' new kicker for 2023, Brandon McManus, on for the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's go. Play a little aggressive, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's play. Let's play. Let's go, man.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And this will wind up as Saints first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
A quality run by Kamara, who's the same dependable and often spectacular back the Saints drafted in 2017. Another season of nearly 900 yards rushing and 500 receiving yards.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. In motion right, Olave. On 2nd down, Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run with Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
It's great seeing that type of run from Etienne. And look, I know we couldn't consider him for Rookie of the Year last year, but it really was his rookie season since an injury cost him all of 2021. And he looked like a Rookie of the Year, 9th in the NFL with over 1,100 yards for a surging Jaguars offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Another tote for Etienne. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Carr going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Carr now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. ETN up the middle. 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He may go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have regained the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the catch made by Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Carr completes it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On play action, now Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will tie things at 17 all. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 24 yards for Travis Etienne. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Carr. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Carr. He gets this one to Johnson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a man picked up after 2 years in Detroit. It's Jamal Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Carr again. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Lawrence going to throw again. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Lawrence. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Etienne. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Johnson is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point from McManus is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Let's do this, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go, y'all. Let's have some fun. Let's get something loose. Hey, loose, man. Get the ball. Hey, it seems like that. Let's go do this. Get it done. Time to go to work. Oh, yeah. Let's go to work. Let's go.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's Carr to throw. Olave over the middle. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On play action, it's Carr. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
He's got the big tight end. That's Strange. And he is going to have a Jags first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Finds a tight end in the middle of the field. Just a simple stick route. Decent gain. Doesn't get you a whole lot, but it's pretty reliable, isn't it?
And tough to defend. Straight ahead, ETN. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage. And
oh, no, he lost the football. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And Thomas has it. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Carr now on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That one complete down the field to Smith. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. From 17 yards out. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Lawrence. This complete to Jones. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end. But a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.